Good morning, Countryside.
And welcome to the Thursday, November 1st edition of the UPC Morning Show.
Today on UPC, I have news on illegally downloaded games.
In entertainment, I have information on Medea's Halloween.
I'm Megan Jones.
And I'm Jacob Young. UPC starts right now. An 86-year-old grandmother in Canada has been warned she could have to pay up to $5,000 for illegally downloading a game she never heard of. She is one of likely tens of thousands of Canadians who have received notices to pay up. Whether they are guilty or not, in May she received 2 emails forwarded from her internet provider. They were from a private company called Canadian Intellectual Property Rights Enforcement, claiming she had illegally downloaded Metro 2033. That's a first-person shooter game where nuclear war survivors have to kill mutants. Apparently, MC Millen's IP address, the string of numbers that identifies each computer communicating over a network, was used to download the game, possibly by a hacker.
This Halloween was no tricks, only treats for 12-year-old Tyler Plotkin, but it had nothing to do with loot. It was about who he got to be. Tyler was born with epilepsy and as a newborn suffered more than 20 grand mal seizures a day. As he rolls up in his army tanker, the people who love him know the real fighters is underneath that costume. His parents, Heather and Eric, have gotten creative over the years, but this Halloween they needed some help. So, these juniors from Nashua Valley Technical High School spent 3 months converting a Power Wheels Escalade into a remote-controlled vehicle, sending Tyler zipping through his neighborhood at the hands of Mom and Dad. Simple words and a sweet smile that make this Halloween feel more like Christmas. In school news, French Club officers will be meeting Friday in room K6.
There will be an important FBLA meeting in A7 after school on Wednesday. The meeting will cover updated information about competitions, fall rally chapter bylaws, etc. If members are able to attend, please stop by.
In entertainment, Jenna has news on Medea's Halloween. Jenna?
The Da Vinci Code Inferno is expected to end up second in its opening weekend ranking at about $15 million. Tom Cruise and his latest edition of Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, are projected to pull in $9.5 million bucks. The number 4 spot goes to Ben Affleck's thriller The Accountant with about $8.5 million. The horror flick Ouija, The Origin of Evil, is 5th, pocketing more than $7 million. That's all I have for you today. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks, Jenna. A dog who went missing in Missouri has been found more than 1,000 miles away. She hitched a ride and ended up all the way in Wyoming. Mia is a purebred Labrador Retriever who has spent most of her life exploring the wide open spaces of her family's farm. Mia's love for exploring is exactly what landed her on a great journey to the wild, wild west, Casper, Wyoming, thousands of miles away from her home in New Madrid, Missouri. Mia managed to wander too far one morning and she was picked up by 2 folks making their way to the cowboy state. Mia made a mellow co-pilot, driving for 17 hours before making it to her destination. She was surrendered to the Casper Humane Society, and after spending hours on social media, they found Mia's Missouri parents desperately searching for their lost family member. After 3 weeks missing, an adventure of a lifetime, Mia will be making the long trip home on Friday.
That's all we have for you today on UPC.
Thank you for watching and have an amazing day, Countryside.